Someone asked me how I make my kratky setups that I've been doing and posting on Instagram. So I thought I'd do a quick video on how I do that. What I have here is a 1.5 pint wide mouth mason jar. The wide mouth is the key on here because the 3-inch net cup fits inside that mason jar perfectly. Doesn't come out, doesn't fall, it's great. So, get rid of this for now. And you'll need a material that you put inside your net cup to hold your cutting. Get yourself a cutting of anything else that you want to grow or you want to propagate later perhaps, because everything in the kratky so far for me grows really great. You'll see this one has some nice roots on it. This is a rosemary that came from the community garden that I have a garden plot in. Smells absolutely wonderful. I can actually already smell it from touching it over here. And it actually took a rooted cutting, so I have a couple of these already going in my... I have an aquarium that I've converted over to a grow tank, if you want to call it that, versus anything else. It has some warming mats in the bottom of it, and everything in there grows wonderfully. I have a couple of these that I put in a window as well to see if they would also grow. A little bit slower in windows because they're not heated and the house isn't as hot as my tank grows. Because it's at 75 degrees usually during the day and night. So of course warmth really helps like it does with plants, but let's get to this. Here's the net cup. What I do is I feed the part of the root through the net cup. I see other people that'll go online and they will they'll actually cut the bottom of these open, and I haven't found that I really need to do that. All I do is thread this down inside there, and I hope you're seeing this okay because I can't see it really well on the video. But I feed it so it comes through the bottom. It's all I really need to do on there because this thing will take off on its own once it gets its nutrients down in there. I set it in there and I keep it centered so you can... It just looks better centered to me. I use aquarium gravel. I had it on hand. You can get the fancier version of this, which I believe is a form of, it must be like some sort of volcanic thing or ceramics or something. You'll find it's red, porous, and it works. Others like to buy it. I just happen to have the gravel on hand. Put the ring on top, and other than adding nutrients, that's all you have to do to this jar to get those to fit in there. You just adjust it the way you like, and you're done with that portion. It is really that easy. Now, one problem you're going to have with this, because it's a clear jar, is that this is going to grow algae. When you put nutrients in here along with your roots, the algae is going to attack that, and when that happens, it's going to starve this poor plant of all the things that it needs. So it needs to be covered. In my case, just foil. Again, something that's on hand, something that can be used pretty easy. I line it up on the top. Make sure you have enough that covers the bottom. Wrap it in that. I try to make sure this top area up here is covered pretty good, because the less light that you get in there, the better for your plant and your roots. This is lighter weight foil, so it doesn't hold quite as good as the heavyweight. I usually buy heavyweight, but kind of forgot this time. Once that's wrapped on there pretty good, across the seam, if you just put a couple pieces of tape on there, that will help keep that together. The bottom's flattened out. That will sit wherever you want to put it perfectly, and then you just fill this up with nutrients. You can just pour it in from the top and fill it up. I have some now. Might as well show you how that goes as well. This camera angle won't be as good, but I'll show you basically how this works. You fill your nutrients up in here until your roots get it. You don't want to fill it all the way up, because once you fill it all the way up, what happens is your roots will starve for air. I'm going to pull this off of here for a second and show you what I mean by that. So right here you can see that I don't have it filled all the way up so the roots have some space for air. these pint and a half, I just fill it up to the bottom of the B on the ball. You can do it by eye, it's just fine. I usually try to leave 1/3 air from the bottom of the net cup, and then 2/3 of the fluids. You'll be filling these fluids up on a regular basis as these roots grow, because they will fill in completely, which is great because the more roots you get in there, the more the plant grows on top. Simple video, quick one. Hope you enjoyed it. First one, so hey, if you enjoy this, ask me if you want to see anything more. I will try to improve a little bit of my methods and maybe give you a little more shots of some things of the leafy growth that I get, because I'm shocked at how well this works. Oh, and what I use for nutrients is Master Blend. You can find that online or anywhere else. It's not completely organic, but for now I'm trying it because this is my first time doing the kratky hydroponics. I say give it a shot. It's really worth it. Most people have some of this stuff laying around, except for the net cups, of course, which can be found on Amazon or any of your local grow stores. Anyway, enjoy. Thanks.